Good win. I thought we came out with more energy early. So our whole focus is really try to get up the floor. The playoff are two bigs with a ball screen package from the top, from the sideline, just reading and swing the ball through those guys. And we kind of flow from there, and I thought we did a good job with that. Just got to find a way to get consistent flow where we don't have a turnover here and there, no bad foul. But I thought we did a good job with our defensive assignments and principles, and they did a great job adjusting, and we kind of flowed through their point guards where they were posting up, making plays for their point guards. They did a really good job of getting down here, putting pressure on point guards, and getting us in foul trouble. So give them credit. But I thought it was a great effort by us, and I thought Kobe, Keith, and Antoine did a great job on number 0, number 23. I thought they did a great job embracing those challenges.
Right?
Yeah, when they cut to one, I mean, what you kind of say to the guys?
I've been here so many times. It's just you want to maintain composure, understand what we're trying to do, and it was again, it's one of those deals. We had to make the adjustment because of how they were putting our point guard in post-up situation, not necessarily ball screen. And like I said, I have to do a better job really working on our point guards on post defense. That's the second game in a row. The physicality of the other team's point guard kind of imposed their will on our point guards. And we have to be better at that because, again, especially when you have the two best players on the floor. It's not as if you can just double those guys and leave those guys wide open. You don't want 0 because he's an elite level shooter. And they put you in tough spots, man. Yeah, we found a way to get out of here alive, but plenty of work to be done.
Coach, after Thursday, right, your team maybe closer than you wanted it to, but what does it say about their resiliency for you guys to take this one back by the horns and keep it in your possession?
It was good, you know. I thought, but a lot of times, you know, 1 or 2 plays that can change a game. I thought that third foul on Mike, I couldn't see that one. And you can say what you want to say, it's a long game, but that's a big play to change the game because you get a key guy out of the game who's putting them in tough spots. And you lose momentum for about 5 or 6 minutes, and they get a flow. Stuff happens, man. I think as officials, is it an easy job? No. I respect officials. I know what they go through, and it's tough. You have to make decisions. But those type of calls, especially a guy of that caliber, you have to be exact. When you deal with guys that are key guys in games, okay, well, role guy, you call a foul, okay, I missed that one. But not your main guys, and not the way, especially the way teams defend him and the stuff he has to endure as a player. And I hope we can be better in the league because, again, I don't have no problem with the officials, but I just think we got to be better because you don't want him to lose confidence in terms of how do I defend. Because, again, and everybody makes mistakes, and those are good officials, but we got to be better in those areas, man, because it's very critical in every game situation.
As you guys go forward, obviously you understand based upon the Valley's way it's played and here. Any similarities or any major differences at all you see between the physicality of what was the Valley and now playing in Conference USA?
I just think this league, man, you have speed, athleticism, and length, man. Then the physicality. I mean, coaching is coaching. Whatever your style is, your style. This league has all styles, you know. Because you would say, this team, it was more of a Big Ten style. Methodical in their approach, execute what they're trying to do, rebound the ball. So everybody has a different style, but it's the length, the athleticism, and the physical. I mean, think about it. The last 2 games, we played guards that are physical, like they should be linebackers or defensive backs. I mean, but they're point guards. And I think that's the biggest difference, the length, the athleticism, and the speed. Yeah.
Overall, as you guys keep moving forward, now in February, is there a clock or some kind of marker that kind of goes off in your head and says, all right, look, guys, we're in February. We are either where we want to be or we're working towards that every day. How do you kind of judge where you're at before March comes?
I hadn't seen all the rest of the games in conference, but I think we're with 1 or 2 other teams in second place, and I think I like where we are in terms of our schedule as we move forward. Do we have to continue to get better, just like everybody else in the league? But I think the biggest key is tighten the screws. Like today was a great day for Keith. 6 assists, 0 turnovers. And when he's been hovering around 4 or 5 turnovers a game, 6 assists, 0 turnovers. That means he approached the game in terms of I need to be better here, taking care of this basketball. Because when he plays like that, 0 turnovers, now we can flow through him consistently. And he embraced all the physical challenges. So that part was great. And I just think we have to continue to work to make open shots because Mike will get doubled. So the biggest two things, also what Mike always say, Bonsu, you know, playing without fouling. Sometimes it's hard, but if he can do that consistently, because he's a tough guy to defend. And I think those two guys are healthy, doing what they do, and our guards are in position to make shots and really taking pride on defending those other guards, which is a tough task in itself. I think we'll be fine.
Last one. Right, we always hear you got to play with urgency. What's the difference in having your team play with urgency and not with anxiety, right, or with a sped-up nervous system? How do you kind of balance that?
Well, that's never one of my words. Now, you might hear other coaches say, I don't say play with urgency. I just say play the way you play. Play with grit, play with togetherness, play with a level of focus and a level of commitment. Man, because if you're trying to coach and train a guy to play with energy, high level of passion, all of it, he doesn't want to play this game. You got the wrong guy. I mean, it's just the joy in competing itself should make you want to play this game. And I've never been one of those guys that have the guys nervous. I don't care if it's a 1-point game, 2-point game. You got to play, you got to flow, you got to make shots. And think about it, 10, 20 years from now, the joy to be able to sit down and say, man, we were down 3, we came back and won the game. Man, nobody wants to sit back and say, we won that game by 20, won that game by 28, won that game by 30. Man, just the emotional roller coaster you go on, the ebbs and flows of a game, and find a way to get out of there alive. That's a great feeling.
Just going back in the lineup, I mean, you were talking about how good of a perimeter defense player is. Jacksonville State, they were pretty much ineffective from 3-point range tonight. I think they got a couple off on you, but just having him back, dynamic with him.
Well, it's great. You know, one thing about Coach is a competitor. He's a good player. He has a brain. And I don't say that disrespectful to anybody else. But he can feel it because he's a guy that can shoot. So he knows, okay, I'm going to shoot, so I know what I can allow. I can't allow airspace. I got to be right there on the close. I got to force them to my pockets of help. Because good players, man, you can stop from shooting, they can still dribble. So I got to take away this other option. Then when he passes, I got to be in position so he doesn't get it back. And he understands that. You don't have to coach at every position down. Now, to his defense, you're talking about a guy that's grown. He wasn't a very good defender at all early. I mean, I'm not saying he was bad. They didn't try. But we didn't think he'd be a stopper. Now he's a guy we need him to be a stopper. And he's done a great job being a stopper. And then you had Antoine Burnett, a guy that can kind of move to the 2, 3, or the 4 and guard. You know, even bigger guys, he has the same level of presence. And, you know, that was a guy you missed early in the season that matured that physical presence. Now it's starting to come around.